Today I'm going to desensitize my dog to a muzzle. I'm going to use a basket muzzle. A basket muzzle allows your dog to still open their mouth, pant, and eat treats through the muzzle, and drink water if needed. So the first thing I'm going to do is treat the muzzle like a target. I'm going to put it on the ground. I have my treats ready. Your dog's going to be curious about it the first time you put it down, and you're going to yes and treat them for looking at it or touching and sniffing it with their nose. Yes. 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 Once they're all right with that, I'm going to pick the muzzle up and I'm going to treat it like a treat basket. I'm going to put several treats in my hand, and then I'm going to put the muzzle over these so the dog has to reach into the muzzle to eat all these yummy treats. I'm not going to force it on his nose. I'm going to let him go to the treats. So as you see, he's a little bit apprehensive about the muzzle, so I'm just letting him take his time. When he sticks his nose in, I'm going to keep my hands really still. I'm not going to force it on him at all. Once he eats those treats, I'll put another treat in the basket. Good, and we'll do that several times. Sometimes I'll spend a couple of days just doing this with the treat basket until the dog is very excited to see that muzzle come out because they know it's full of treats. Once they're going into the muzzle with their nose, and it's not scary at all here, I'm going to change what I'm doing with my treats. When I'm putting my treats in the muzzle like this, I'm luring the nose into the muzzle for the food. And I want to change to shaping a behavior of putting the nose in the muzzle without the treat lure. So what I'm going to do now, the muzzle was just full of treats and it still smells like treats, so even without a treat he may stick his nose in it, and I'm going to mark that and then give a treat outside of the muzzle for it, like so. So I might even pretend I put a treat in, yes, and then give him a treat. And I'm going to wait for him to put his nose in, yes, give him a treat. Yes. So now the treat's not in the muzzle, but I'm marking the very moment his nose goes in. Yes. Yes. I'm intentionally feeding him the treat out of the muzzle so he can enjoy his treat, yes, without any apprehension about the muzzle. The only thing he's doing is putting his nose, yes, in the muzzle just for a split second there to get marked. So when he does something that I'm not looking for, like nosing the muzzle or maybe pawing the muzzle, I'm not going to tell him no or or anything like that. I don't want anything negative associated with muzzle training at all. I'll just ignore that behavior, and I might go back to making it a little easier by putting the treats in the basket a few times. Very good. Once he's really comfortable with this, I may change to, instead of feeding the treat on the outside, now I'm going to feed the treat inside. Yes, and then the treat appears. So I'm still having him stick his nose in first without a treat lure. The treat appears after his nose is in. Yes, I'm just feeding it inside now. Yes. Yes, if he holds his nose in, yes, I'm going to, yes, kind of rapid fire some treats there. Yes. 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 So I'm building some duration to having the muzzle on his face. Yes. This is all voluntary on his part. He can take his nose out, yes, and take a break at any time. Yes. Yes. Once they're holding their face in that muzzle for several seconds because they know they're probably going to get another treat, and they're not showing any more fear or hesitation, you can start messing with the muzzle straps, kind of bring them up around the face as his nose is in. As you see Jake there, he pulls back when I do this. We're not quite ready to go to that yet. If you try to move the strap up your dog's face and they pull their head out, just go back to doing the feeding through the muzzle. Yes. 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 And work on that for a few more sessions. Yes.